Okay guys, this is Tom from M&T Exotics. So what we're going to try to do here today is breed a pair of P.metallicas that we have. The mature male is in this larger size container and the female is on a piece of cork bark on this smaller one. I've been feeding her up for a little bit here, and I've seen the male make sperm webs and tear them down, so let's see what we get here. That's one. Okay, so I just sped it up a little bit here so you could see a little bit better what's going on when the tarantulas got a little bit closer to each other. The female right now is actually on the top here, top left, where the male is on the right-hand side of her. And so what we're going to see here, typically the pokies take a little bit of time courting. It was a little strange with this male. He didn't seem to be tapping much, but this is also one of the first introductions I've had with him. So sometimes that's a little typical here with a younger male. Some get it right off the bat, and some don't quite know what's going on just yet. So typically it might take a pairing or two to get him more familiarized with what he should be doing. The female actually seemed pretty receptive. I've been feeding her well, but not overfeeding. And right now she's just kind of, they're just kind of feeling each other out. The male's not doing much tapping, though, which becomes a little bit of a concern. You'll see a little bit later where he's really just kind of like stagnant in the water here. So let's just see what happens here in the next few seconds. So she's backing off a little bit here, coming across him, and like I said, you can see her on the top side here, just moving slowly around. So in a minute here, you're going to see her get actually a little bit more assertive in what I at least hope is an attempt to breed. I think if it was like an act of aggression, you'd really see her either A, rearing up, most obviously, eating him, or, you might see some quick strikes, or, some darting around around the terrarium, but it's really not seen in this particular video. She seems a little bit more receptive, but again, it's something I haven't really noticed. Typically with the pokies, either they go right for it or not. You see right off the bat kind of what you have, and the male is really just kind of just plastered onto the side there, like he's scared to death. I don't know if that's what's going on in his head, but overall, she didn't hurt him at all in this particular video, so that's a good thing. We still have another great go about of it, and I've been keeping them close together, so hopefully he starts getting the idea. Like I said earlier in the video, he's been making some sperm webs, so I don't think that's a problem. He's, maybe he just didn't quite know what was going on here, so Let's see. Alright, so she's starting to move a little bit again. And let's see, I think this is where she's going to start making her move soon. So she's currently on the bottom of him. He's up above. Alright, here we go. So he starts to move out and fan out a little bit. She's coming up along the right-hand side of him. So she comes up here, and you can actually see in this footage, she's actually trying to pull his pedipalps closer to her. And he's just not quite getting it. Like I said, I think if this was like an act of aggression, you definitely would have seen her be more forceful, or more skittish, or more erratic. But really, she doesn't dictate anything like that. So you can see where she's starting to pull him in, and oh, yep, no, he just doesn't go for it. And he just walks off. He's on the back of the terrarium there now. Just wasn't having it. So like I said, we'll give it a little bit more time, and we'll introduce these two back together, and hopefully he kind of gets the gist of what's going on here. Alright guys, thanks for watching this again, and I'll have more videos posted up. Hopefully more P.metallica breeding as well as some other species soon to come. Alright, talk to you later. Thanks guys. Bye.